Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Excellency to all of the judges, respectable to all of audience, honorable all my friends, and all the participants of the race. Hello, I'm Rassya Putri from Vocational High School of Kuratayun. First of all, let's pray and thanks unto our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has been giving us some mercies and blessing so we can attend and gather in this place in the good conditions and happy situations. Secondly, my peace and salutations always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness, from stupidity to cleverness, from Jahiliyyah era to Islam era, namely Islam religion that we love. So by his guidance, we are able to differentiate the good thing and the bad one, the right way and the wrong one, in order to enter God's paradise. Thirdly, I don't forget to say thank you very much for MC, who has been giving me time to speak in front of y'all. Dear ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of y'all, I would like to deliver my speech under the title Mental Health Awareness Week. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to be here today to tell you guys something new which provide a valuable opportunity to highlight the positive steps that can be taken to promote mental health and well-being. Have you ever heard about mental health awareness? Sure, all of us ever heard about that. Before we discuss it, mental health awareness is a physical illness of the brain that causes disturbances in thinking behavior, energy, or emotion that make it difficult to cope with the ordinary demands of life. Conversations like this are important in building understanding as the fact that mental issues affect people from all walks of life and from all socioeconomic backgrounds. Jane Halter's research, mental illness has a fact 18% of adult populations, 46% of teenagers, and 13% of children each year. People struggling with their mental health may be in their life, school, family, or life next door. The two most common mental health conditions are, first, anxiety disorder. More than 18% of adults populations struggle with some types of anxiety disorder. Mood disorder, such as depressions and bipolar depressions. In fact, 10% of adults each year and are characterized by difficulties in regulating one's moods. Adults each year struggle with some types of anxiety disorder, including post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, and phobias. Have you ever felt mental breakdown, mental illness, or depressions? I realize all of us can avoid that feeling. It's not a choice or a failure. It can affect people from their gender, age, status socials, because that's the impact on socializing. And that also the general perceptions of mental illness has improved over the past decades. Studies show that stigma against mental illness is still powerful, largely due to media stereotypes and lack of education. And that people tend to attach negative stigma to mental health conditions at a far higher rate than to other diseases and disabilities, such as brain cells, brain structure, traumatic, and other medical conditions. Isolations and separations from family are often associated with mental health problems, such as anxiety and depressions, and can be felt acutely by new migrants. Cultural lack of knowledge of available support can aggravate these problems. The theme to this year's Mental Health Awareness Week is Winning Ways to Wellbeing. The theme sets a number of goals towards achieving this. First, value yourself. Treat yourself with kindness, respect, and avoid self-criticism. Second, connect. Develop your relationships with friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, as these connections support you and enrich your life. Third, take a notice. Be aware of the world around you and see the beauty in everyday and unusual things. Reflect on them to appreciate what matters to you. Fourth, learn. Try something new or rediscover an old interest or take on a new responsibility or challenge, and learning inspire confidence. Last, give. Do something for your friends, or stranger and see yourself and your happiness connected to the wider communities. All my friends who I love, it is important that we continue to build it on it to ensure that those suffering from mental illness do not have to suffer alone. It will be better to consult someone is a professional and an expert who will listen to what you are feeling and thinking. Because by building greater understanding across all cultures and communities, we can ensure that everyone winning ways to well-being. I am sure you will agree that Mental Health Awareness Week is important in rising of the ongoing need to make mental health a priority for ourselves and for all people. It's okay to not be okay, just don't give up. You are enough. You are good enough. You are smart enough. You are strong enough. You are beautiful enough. You are kind enough. You are brave enough. You are enough, and you always will be. I think that's all my speech. I do hope my speech will be useful in this life, in this world, and the hereafter. As a human being, I realize that I can avoid the mistake. So I apologize to you all, and thank you very much for your nice attentions. The last that I can say is, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.